Hey guys, it's Kayla Waller with Waller Adventures, and we're going to be making a very unique dish today. So stick around, check it out. So today we are going to be making fajitas, but not just any normal fajitas. We're not using meat, chicken, or seafood. We are going to be using cactus. Yeah, cactus. So you might have seen in previous videos of me filming by the pool, I've got a katuk plant over here, I got a Mexican sunflower plant over here, but probably seen this awesome cactus in the background. So this is actually an edible cactus. I got one paddle that is down here at the bottom. I got it from Pastor Sarah when we did the permaculture video. I'll put a link up to that at the top if you want to check it out. But it has grown this tall. You can see it is taller than me. And it is still getting new paddles on it. It's kind of branched off down to here at the bottom. I did have a little paddle down here at the bottom. It got destroyed in a hurricane because this fence landed on it. It's landed on it several times. But I also got some paddles back here as well on the ground. But yeah, so this is going to be very interesting. I've never had cactus before. This is going to be interesting. All right, to give you a more up-close view of the cactus, you can see there's paddles this way, but yeah. You can see that is the first paddle that it started off as right there in the ground. And then I've put this other paddle over here. What's weird, it's kind of done something funky right there, and it's got a little paddle growing. But you can see on the paddles, there's a new leaf or paddle growing there. You got one right there. You got a little one right there too. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to go get some gloves because there are little tiny thorns on this cactus plant. So I'm gonna get some gloves so we can cut one of the paddles off for this fajita. All right, I got my gloves. Got some snippers to cut this paddle off. I don't know what paddle I want to cut off of it though. I want to get one that's not too small and not too big, but there's a couple big ones up here at the top. Ugh. All right, so I think I'm gonna cut this paddle off. There's no other new growth on it. Everything else has got new growth on it. Well, that one, I don't know. I think we'll just cut this one off. Voila! Now we got our paddle for fajitas. All right, so I rinsed the cactus paddle off. Now the next step to do is cut around the edges and get the edge off, and then go around and get the little brown spots off. That's the thorns. So let's get to going on that. I'll cut this end off like that, like that. That's actually going pretty smooth. Oh, look at that. That came off pretty nice. Cut the top off. There we go. All right, that actually went pretty smoother than I thought it was going to be. All right, so we're going to go and see if we can get these. All right, I want to kind of feel around. I don't feel any on my fingers. They're so small and they stick on your finger. You can't see them. All right, I don't feel any in my fingers. All right, next step. So the next step we are going to do is you can cut them into cubes or you can cut them into strips. So I'm gonna do strips. I actually want to third this. like that, like that. Then we're gonna cut each of these into strips. All right, that went better than expected. All right, so the next step is to get a pot of salty water and bring it to a boil, and then put the cactus in there for about like 8-10 minutes and let it boil. So that's what we're gonna do next. So while that's boiling, getting ready for the cactus, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the peppers and onion for our fajitas. All right, so we have our onions chopped up and our bell peppers chopped up. So we're going to do the spices next. And so the first thing is half a tablespoon of chili powder. Then 1 tablespoon of grounded cumin. Yeah, do it this way to be a little better. Then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So many ingredients in here. You need half a teaspoon of paprika. Paprika. Ooh, that was a big, huge. There it goes. A little over, but it's all right. You need a half a teaspoon of oregano. Then you'll need half a teaspoon of salt. You're gonna need 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Alrighty, that's it for the herbs and spices. I'm gonna take a little teaspoon and kind of mix it all together. Alright, it's pretty much mixed up for our fajitas. Ew, it's all slimy. Alright, so now we put the lid on it, and we're going to set a timer for 10 minutes and let it do its thing. All right, so we got our cactus drained. I left the stove on. I'm gonna put this on, and we're gonna get some avocado oil. And I'm gonna kind of funk it around. All right, so I got our bell pepper and a little bit of onion. Gonna put the bell pepper in there. And the onion. Kind of break up the onion a little bit. All right, so before you put your cactus in here, you want to rinse it off. Make sure you got all the ooey gooey stuff off of it. The slime. So it smells like a fajita. It doesn't smell like anything different. Like, it doesn't smell gross. It smells like there's actual like meat in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of spices on it. All right, so here is our bell pepper. That bell pepper that's actually in here actually came from the garden. And we got some onions and we got the cactus in here. So let's put it on the tortilla. We got our tortilla and see how it tastes. All right, so see all the goodness in there. It smells really good. It doesn't have like a weird smell to it. It just smells. It smells like fajita. There's extra like sweetness to it, I guess. I don't know if that's just the spices or the cactus, but here goes nothing. No. Oh, slimy. I didn't get a bite of the cactus. Hold on. I'll pick it up with a fork and bite it that way. This is kind of a thick piece. That's a thick, thick piece. Hold on. See if I can't get a little thinner of a piece. It's not too bad. Mimi, it's not too bad. You don't want cactus. So, yeah. I don't know what's, there's like a little, there's something in that one. I can't really bite into it. But, that bit of cactus, it's really sweet. I don't know if that's because of the, stuff on it. Let me actually get a good bite of it. Let me see, hold on, let me wrap it back up. That's another big huge piece. You can see the slime on it. It's actually sweet. I really don't know what to compare it to though. I want to try the cactus that's in the pot that I didn't put any spices on. Let's see how that tastes. All right. All right, so here, I got out of the pot. Here's like the salted one. I didn't add any like flavoring to it, any spices. And I didn't grill it with peppers and onions so well. Let's see what this tastes like. Oh my God. It's really, really sweet. So it is the cactus that is sweet. There's not the herbs on it. I don't know what to compare it to. I'm trying to think. I don't know. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's really, really sweet. It's like a, I don't want to say pickled. It's not really pickled. I mean, I think the closest thing I can describe to it is probably like a pickle, but not sour, more sweet. Pretty good. Highly recommend this. All right, so I'm looking at the fajita one more time, make sure there's no big, huge chunks. My advice is if you do have a cactus or you do go get an edible cactus to try and eat, do it in the cubes, or the butt end of it where it's thicker, just ixnay that, because it's really hard to chew. So yeah, so ixnay that part. Just get the top thinner pieces to cook. Oh yeah, it was a better bite. It's pretty good. I'm trying to eat the carrot from now on. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed our cactus cooking video. Here's the cactus right here out of the fajita that I just ate. So if you have any like vegetarian friends or you are a vegetarian, this is a pretty cool alternative to add into your fajitas. It's when I actually got the paddle from Pastor Sarah, her brother was there, and he mentioned that people will cook cactus as a substitute for meat in tacos and fajitas and things like that. So that's why I did it a fajita today. But I had to look up the recipe on actually how to cook it, because I've never cooked it before. Like I said, it's the first cactus I've ever had out there. I've had it about 4 or 5 years now, and it's grown to be that big. But yeah, but I'm going to start eating that cactus more often. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you are, we greatly appreciate it. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. It will help our channel grow. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And below this video, you can see some of our Wild Adventures merch. If you go to the description below, there's a link to a merch shop itself. You can get some cool merch like this thermos. It says Wild Adventures on it. And we have some t-shirts, we have some coffee mugs, we even have bandanas for your puppy dog. And if you go to Facebook, you can send us a message to get your very own Wild Adventures koozie or holographic sticker, like that one. So thanks for watching. See See you soon. Hey guys, it's me again. If you want to subscribe to our channel, click over here. If you want to check out some more videos, click down there. If you want to check out our cool merch shop, go to the description below and click the link. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.